Where does waste come from? What is it made of? How does waste react with the environment? Understanding this will help us to manage waste better and also to avoid it. Proper waste disposal is not the end in a sustainable waste management system. Simply disposing of waste is not actually sustainable. We also have to understand the ill effects of dumping waste and burning. When organic waste decomposes and mixes with electronic and hazardous waste, a toxic product is formed. This toxic waste product can contaminate soil, groundwater, and eventually food, animals, and people. When burned, some waste produce harmful substances such as dioxins, which are known to cause cancer and contaminate air, water, soil, and food crops. Waste production is increasing dramatically in Bhutan. We should give more attention to its reduction. Learning is the first step. While managing waste is a challenge, you can make waste reduction enjoyable and interesting. Fresh food is less wasteful because it is easier to avoid packaging. It is also healthier. The choices we make as consumers can have a major impact on environment and health. Businesses and government can also support consumers in providing ecologically sound options. Segregating and storing your waste at home will help you find other uses for it. It will also show you how much of each type of waste you are producing. After arranging your waste for reuse and recycling, you may find that there will not be any left for the dustbin. Biodegradable waste is anything that decomposes into the environment. It includes food, plants, and paper. It is easiest to manage by feeding food discards to animals, composting, or producing biogas from decomposing organic waste. Mix about 9-part dry organic waste with 1 part wet or green matter. If your compost pile doesn't work well at first, experiment with adding water or wet materials or dry materials to get the balance right. Involve other people in your waste reuse efforts. It's a good way to spread good waste management practices. It helps the environment and you can even learn something new. Learn to repair is one of the most important aspects of waste reduction and reuse. Organize trainings to share repair techniques in the community. Demand for repair will also help create jobs. If washed, dried, and saved, people are likely to come up with good uses for packaging materials. Get clever. Reuse art and craft is a good way to get people interested in waste reduction. Reusing materials to make attractive or useful items can also present business opportunities. Selling recyclable materials to scrap dealers is a good way to make money. But recycling, which requires a lot of energy to break down materials and create new products, can be a toxic process and is not the perfect solution. Therefore, recycling should be considered only when reduction and reuse are not possible. Knowing your local resources is the first step in helping your community manage waste reduction. The exchange of ideas, materials, and techniques will naturally lead to waste reduction. Hold meetings to increase awareness and participation. Have a moderator. Take notes. Make a solid plan. Finish what you started. Select people who will train others on waste reduction activities. Set up a waste sorting station and places where materials can be collected and stored. Create ways for artists and craftspeople to collect the materials they need for their reuse projects. Businesses can encourage customers to bring their own bag or reusable containers. Buying and selling goods in bulk in large quantities rather than individual packages can make it easy for people to package goods in reusable jars and bags. Demonstrate by doing. Every event and occasion is an opportunity to set a good example. It is also a good chance to teach by doing. Support others in their efforts to prevent and reduce waste. Promote waste reduction by writing a letter or article to the newspaper or by calling into a radio station. Government leaders need help and ideas from the public. Submitting ideas to local and national leaders will help them know how to improve waste systems and regulations. Have patience. Waste reduction takes time. Some ways may not work at first or may not work at all. Be patient and keep working at it.